Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, it's been some time since we were together, but when we were, this on our whiteboard is a subject that we talked about. This is, and let me read it for you. This is, "It's exciting, breaking the spell you are under." Breaking the spell that you are under. Now, a little housekeeping. This is the fifth video or lesson in the course, How to Recognize the Illusion All Around You. And this will be the last in that course series. So let's go through it really quickly because a lot of the information will show up in the next video. So out here we start with the infinite field of everything. Here we have all your senses. Your senses take in this information and then convert it to electrical magnetic data. The data is then taken inside where it is sorted and filtered through the filtering system is part of the spell that you are under. So that's why you keep getting the world that you get, because of the spell that you are under. And on the other side of the filter comes meaningful information for you. And from that meaningful information, you create your world. Or, as I'm showing here now, your picture of who you believe yourself to be. Now, what is the spell? And you can go back and look at the full video. But the spell is your core belief system. Your core belief system that was given to you. You didn't develop it. It was given to you before the age of 7, and most of it before the age of 3. And you are not going to know much of what your core system is, but it determines how you're going to see your world. Now here we're showing this process operates 11 billion bits of data per second is what the senses are streaming to you. You are filtering that through this process of your belief system, particularly your core belief system, at the rate of 450 billion bits of data per second, which is more than adequate to handle the input. And from that, we didn't go too much further into that, but your belief system, your life experiences, your memories of the life experiences are all in the subconscious mind. They're not in the classical world. They're in the quantum world. There are no memories in the classical world. That's all quantum. This whole process, starting out here, is a quantum process. And out of this, you develop a picture of yourself. And if you change your world, like we're going to be talking soon about, of course, in manifesting, when you change your world, through manifesting or some other technique, if you don't change the picture of who you believe yourself to be, whatever you think you're getting is not going to last. It will degenerate to match who you believe yourself to be. So the process of change is not to change anything out here. It is to change you. And so that was the essence of recognizing the illusion that's hidden all around you. And this was the last course, last lesson in that particular course. So you can look up the whole thing, and it kind of lays it out in 5 different sessions. And now we're going to go on to another very interesting and very esoteric understanding right now. And this is our subject for today. And oh my goodness, doesn't it look chaotic? But let's go through it a little bit at a time and take the chaos out of it. Here's our subject. It's amazing. Nothing exists until you create it. Nothing exists. Oh, what in the world could that mean? Well, let's take a look at our model here. Watch this real closely. On the outside, see over here, infinite field of everything. Goes down, around, and up over here, the infinite field of everything. We are embedded in that field. What is it? It's a quantum field. Actually, it is many fields, quantum fields interacting. I call it consciousness, because consciousness is all there is. That's fundamental. And so we are, now look at this little, right here, see this little squiggly line? Goes all the way around and up over the other side. This is you, the black box of you. Now, we're not going to be talking about all of you, only certain aspects that fit this model. Because this is more than I can handle. This is approaching consciousness, because this is, at root, conscious mind. So let us look at this. Inside of this black box that is you, you have the subconscious mind. And I said in the last video that that was in a quantum state, a quantum field. A quantum field within the field of everything, which is consciousness. So inside of there, just like the other models that we had looked at, you have sensory input. And that sensory input comes in here, and it just, I didn't write it down. Oh, here it is. Meaningful. It's meaningful. I mean, it's meaningless. Excuse me. It's meaningless because there's no, it's quantum. It's just chaos to the mind, to the classical mind. So when you come in here with this data, which is electrical magnetic signals, you have to do something with it because it's meaningless. So you, inside of here, you have a belief system, which are memories, and they coalesce into your lens of perception, and you take this information and you decode it, you sort it, You filter it through this process that we saw in the last video, using the spell that you're under, and you have to interpret it as best you can. Now, from that interpreted information, it becomes meaningful, and it is meaningful data. And from that data, this is where you create everything. This is where everything is created. Out here is chaos. In here is the world that has meaning. It's not only the world, it's all your objects that you see, hear, touch, feel, taste, smell when you look outside. And you see all that stuff outside, it's just energy until you create it, till you create the objects. You're the creator. What are you creating? Everything. Nothing exists except chaos until you create it. No, you say, no, it's out here, and there's an outside world. There's no outside world. The only world there is, and I'm expanding that into the cosmos, the only cosmos there is the one that you create inside. There is no other. There is no other world. There's no other cosmos. There's no other objects except what you create. Then here, you'll notice, let me point that out. This is meaningless. See the arrowhead? Sensory arrowhead. All of this meaningful arrowhead going this way. Could go the other way too. This way. And you project your creation onto this infinite field of everything. And then your conscious mind, way down here, says, oh, there's an outside universe. There is no outside cosmos except the one you create. It does not exist until you create it. And when you stop creating it, it's just energy. Now over here, if you look over here, and let's say there is some information here within this field that your senses pick up. I use this little dot here. Within this field, you go through all of this over there. This little dot will be here because it's the same field. And so when you project it, whatever you create here, whatever that little dot is, this projection will rest on top of that dot. And you'll say, from your conscious mind perspective, oh, I see this little dot. Therefore, it's an outside world. No, it's a projection of what you created inside. Now, what can we glean from this? Let's start with a question. Let's see what the question is. In this case here, looking at this model, let's ask the question, who are you? Who is this black box? Now, I bet you never thought about that. He said, well, I didn't even know there was a black box. I thought I was an altogether person. No, you don't know half of the stuff on a conscious level that you are. So the conscious mind is so small and so slow compared to the subconscious mind, where all of this is taking place. It's like an add-on, so that you'll be aware, whoever this is. So who are you? You got to ask, what is this? What is this black box that is you? Well, let's look at how well you do the job of creating everything. Think about it. Creating everything, including me, your significant other, your boss, your job, your puppy dog, your car, your house. You created them just the way they are. And if you don't like them, you can change them. And we talked about certain techniques that you can use to change. So let's look at what A Course in Miracles says and see if we can get an insight. So the Course says, and here's what it says: nothing occurs but represents your wish, and nothing is omitted that you choose. There is your world. Here is your world, complete in all details. Here is the whole reality for you. Here is the whole reality for you. Now, I looked at this and I said, well, let's, my interpretation. So this is what I interpret of that saying. And see how it fits with you. Nothing occurs that does not represent your wishes, and nothing is omitted except what you have chosen to emit. You're the creator. You make those decisions. And why do you make them the way you do? Because of the spell you're under. Now, where does the spell you're under come from? Before you were 7 years old. It was given to you. It was given to you, and that's why you create the way you do. It was given to you by your family of origin, extended family, culture, religion, all kinds of stuff. You didn't make the decision to accept it. It was just shoved down your ear. And you accepted it because that's all you knew. Now, if you don't like the world that you have, you're old enough now, you're mature enough that you can make some changes. So that's what we're talking about here. You are embedded in this infinite field of everything, or consciousness. Within that framework, who are you? Or what are you? Now, the Course will tell you, the Course in Miracles, but we're not going to go into that yet. And probably not this video. So you got your lens of perception, through your belief system by others. And now it doesn't matter how you got your belief system. It is your belief system. And if you don't like what you got, you have to change. Whoever set this up for you, your family of origin or culture, doesn't matter. This is where you're at. What do you want to do? If you like it, you don't have to do nothing. If you're unhappy with it, or you're sad, or you're disappointed, or you're anxious, or you have any of those other negative emotions, you have to change. They're not going to change. You're the creator of your world. It doesn't exist until you create it. And when you go and when you leave this illusion, this world, this cosmos that you have created is no more. It's gone. It only exists because of you. It only exists because you created it the way you did. That's the only cosmos there is. You don't know of any other world except the one you create. Well, you may say, well, yeah, but didn't you create yours? I said, well, yeah. You have no idea what it is. You only know what you have made. And yes, you have some feeling in here, and well, I can imagine, I can do this, but then you have to create it that way, based on your belief system and how you imagine the world. There is no other world, no other cosmos, except the one you create. Doesn't matter what else happens. This is the only one you know. So if you want to change it, you have to change that filter system, which is your belief system, your memories, your lens of perception, the spell. You have to break the spell that you're under. Are you ready to change? Oh, we have some interesting things coming up. And until then, be good to yourself. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time, right here in The Illusion. Bye now.